All right, when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test today. All right, Mr. Pettis, you took a UA. What do you think the results were?
Negative.
Why would you be positive? Did you use something?
Maybe I was around somebody and
All right.
touched it.
So,
I don't know.
so you were around somebody and maybe you touched it?
I don't know how it works now, but
This guy is facing up to 5 years on drug charges, and somehow every time he speaks, he makes things worse for himself. Judge Boyd keeps catching holes in his story, but instead of backing off, he just keeps doubling down. It's one of those hearings where you almost want to look away because the secondhand embarrassment is brutal. And honestly, something feels off from the start. The way he's talking, the way he's moving, even the way he's reacting to simple questions, it doesn't exactly scream confidence. You can tell the judge is paying attention too. At some point, it stops feeling like a defense and starts feeling like damage control. Oh, what do you think? Does he look impaired to you, or is he just completely falling apart under pressure? Either way, this hearing gets messy fast. Let's get into it.
Good morning. Why were you late?
I was having car trouble, and my mom didn't work. Sorry.
Can't be late. You understand?
Sorry, ma. Apologize.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We're proceeding on count 1 alone, waiving count 2 and its enhancements.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're being charged in count 1 with tampering with evidence with intent to impair as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
That is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service restitution. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with office attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
State, you may be excused.
Thank
All right. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client understands that he made a mistake, Your Honor, and I think, it was something that he understands that he made a mistake and he's accepting responsibility for it today, Your Honor. We are asking the court to follow the agreement and so that he can go ahead and proceed forward and prove to the court that this was essentially an aberrant behavior. I understand he did have some stuff transgressions that occurred in the past, but those were a long time ago, and he is working now, and he has children that he's helping to take care of. That he I think one has autism and the other one has a disability, Your Honor, and he works with the mother on those, and so they alternate between while one watches the kids, the other one goes to work, and vice versa. So he does have people at home that he needs to help out and take care of, and he just wants to try to get his foot behind him, Your Honor.
All right. When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean. I haven't done no.
All right. So we're going to do a drug test today, and then I'll make my sentence.
Sure.
All right. So are you able to go to the restroom now?
I think so.
All right. So we're going to do a UA today.
Even before the test results come up, you can tell he's nervous. The body language alone tells a story. Every answer feels hesitant. Every reaction feels a little too strong. And Judge Boyd seems to pick up on it immediately. It's like she already knows she's not getting the full truth. The more questions he gets asked, the more uncomfortable. He looks at a T1 point. He seems so stressed that you start wondering if he's even keeping track of his own explanations anymore. That's the thing about court. People often focus on what they're saying, but judges pay attention to how they're saying it too. And right now, nothing about his Behavior is helping him. If he's hoping the test results somehow save the day, that's a pretty risky strategy, because once those results come back, excuses become a lot harder to sell.
All right, Mr. Pettis, you took a UA. What do you think the results were?
Negative?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that it came back positive for
A meth?
methamphetamine. And I've spoken to my client. He is adamant that he has not used any narcotics. I even admonished.
Let me do this. You gave up your right to remain silent. You're under oath. Why do I have a positive UA for meth? And let's do this. We're going to start over as though this is my first time talking to you, okay? So, why would you be positive for any drug? Think back in your mind. Were you around somebody? Did you use something?
Maybe I was around somebody and
All right.
touched it.
So,
I don't know.
so you were around somebody and maybe you touched it?
I don't know how it works, man. But
All right. Everyone needs to whisper. And I'm sorry, sir. You need to speak up. I'm having trouble hearing you. The court reporter is.
okay.
So, how would you end up testing positive?
Yeah.
And state, I believe this is your case still. So other than touching meth, how might you have rendered a positive UA for the court?
That's the only way I know how I got it, because I have a lot of family members that, I don't know how I would.
When's the last time you used?
The day that I got arrested.
And what's your drug of choice?
I don't have a drug of choice.
Here's the thing. You are agreeing to be on probation.
Yes.
When I ask these questions, I'm asking these questions so I can figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. I have sent people to prison before. Probation will tell you that. Your attorney will tell you that. The deputies will tell you that.
Yes, ma'am.
And I always try to give people the tools they need to be successful so I don't have to send them to prison. I take no joy in sending people to prison, but I will send you to prison potentially if you violate probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. Now, if you want to stand before me and pretend that you're positive for meth because you previously touched meth from somewhere else, then what you're telling me is you don't need any drug treatment.
False.
And if you're telling me you don't need any drug treatment, I had better not get a motion to revoke because you're testing positive. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to put you on the UA hotline. So again, we're back to why are you rendering a positive UA to me for meth? And you need to be honest. And if you're saying, hey, I haven't used drugs since this day, then I will send you off into this world with no drug treatment because obviously you don't need any. You have made your program and your program has been successful. You know why you're positive for meth. I was not with you. Your attorney was not with you. So if you want to continue with, I don't know how I got positive for meth and maybe I touched meth and tell me you don't need any drug treatment, I will not give you any. You will be on the UA hotline. And what I can tell you on the UA hotline, it's random and you test weekly.
All right, Mama. I don't want to disrespect you or nothing, but I might have like 3 days, 4 days ago, maybe.
All right. So why are you being dishonest with me? Why do I have to pull teeth for you to tell me what your issues are so I can give you conditions so that you can be successful? Obviously, the state wants you to have probation. They offered it.
Okay.
You accepted it. I want you to be successful at probation because otherwise you're just wasting everybody's time. And I could just say, oh, let's just send you to prison for 5 years.
This is the part where you just want someone to tell the truth and move on. Judge Boyd has handled enough cases to recognize when somebody is dancing around the issue. And that's exactly what this feels like. The explanation he gives doesn't help either. Claiming he only came into contact with the substance without actually using it is one of those stories that immediately raises more questions than answers. And you can tell the judge isn't hearing anything she hasn't heard before. The problem is, That every new explanation creates another problem. Instead of clearing things up, he just keeps digging himself deeper. But what's frustrating is that honesty probably would have helped him more than all of this. A probation violation is one thing. Making the court think you're being dishonest is something else entirely. At some point, you have to wonder what the plan is, because from the outside looking in, this strategy doesn't seem to be working at all. What do you think? Are you buying his explanation, or does it sound like he's trying to talk his way out of trouble?
Is that what you want?
I do not want that. Your Honor.
So let's pretend like this is the first time I'm speaking to you.
Okay.
When have you been using meth and how often?
I don't, I mean, it's a recreational thing, I guess. I mean, I don't, I'm not, I would just,
I don't know.
I mean,
Your attorney was not with you, so he doesn't know how often you use drugs.
if it says positive, I guess, I mean, yeah, I'm positive. But
No,
And Your Honor,
it's-
if I may, I've admonished him that if he was honest about any usage, that he can go ahead and tell it without repercussions of fear of additional charges or anything like that. And this is mainly just to determine treatment programs, if any are necessary, and that he doesn't have to be concerned about being forthcoming and honest at this point in time, because it's not like he's going to be looking at facing additional charges.
no. So what's your drug of choice and how often are you using?
Every weekend, I guess I would say.
Well, I mean, let's not guess. You know how often you're using drugs. And here's the thing. It is 12:46 p.m. Everybody in here wants to have lunch.
Okay.
Some of us, like myself, I haven't even had breakfast. So let's not have me continue to pull teeth from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just be 100% honest. You're old enough. You're not a child. So just be honest with me. How often are you using meth?
Like once a week, ma'am.
When's the last time you used?
Like 4 days ago, or
Don't tell me 4 days ago, because it
3
wouldn't
days
still
ago.
be in your system.
3.
Was it Monday? Today is Monday. Did you use today?
No, ma'am.
Did you use yesterday?
No, ma'am. The day before.
All right, so you used on Saturday.
Yeah.
And were you taking care of your children on Saturday?
No, ma'am.
All right. So this is what the court is going to, I'm sorry, are you employed? What do you do?
I'm a mechanic, ma'am.
No one wants you fixing their brakes if you're high. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be gang supervision, $2,000 fine, probated, TAP evaluation. Follow the recommendations of TAP. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. We're going to do parenting classes and probation. It can either be compadre, triple P, or rainbows. And once he completes parenting classes, the court will deem 150 hours of community service restitution satisfied. I'm going to want the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Yes, we can do felony drug court referral, but the issue may be the gang membership. So it's the Lost Boys or something. What is it called? It's in the police report.
Yes, ma'am. LA boys. But
Yeah, LA Boys.
But that's when I was a kid.
All right. Well, we can see.
When I was a kid, man.
All right. What does LA stand for? Is that supposed to be Los Angeles?
Lanier Athletics.
Oh, Lanier Athletics. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry for wasting people's time.
No, it's just I like for people to be honest with me, especially when everybody's trying to help you be a good father to your children and be a good citizen. Okay. All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
children,
I will.
okay?
I will, ma'am.
All right, and if there's an issue in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. So if there's an issue, discuss it with probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come into court.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
That ending was tough to watch, not because it was dramatic, but because it felt completely unnecessary. The court wasn't even focused on adding more punishment. The goal seemed to be figuring out what was really going on and what kind of treatment or supervision might be appropriate moving forward. But instead of being straightforward, he spent most of the hearing trying to defend a story that never really made sense. And the longer it went on, the worse it looked. What stands out most is how avoidable all of it was. That a little honesty probably would have gone a long way here. Instead, the hearing turned into a back and forth where trust became the biggest issue in the room. Judge Boyd gave him opportunities to explain himself, but opportunities only matter if someone uses them wisely. So what do you think? Did the judge handle it the right way, or should there have been tougher consequences? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Courtroom Breakdowns. I'll see you in the next one.